Now, you must be asking yourself, where do I get all these ideas to produce all of this content that I need? And so in this video, I'm going to share with you where you can find ideas. And so here we go. Now you have the process in your hands, and now you're gonna go out and create that amazing content. So first of all you really need is 15 to 20 great pieces of content. Okay, so where you can get that from is from yourself, first of all. Where were you a few years ago that you think about yourself? What would you have loved to have been addressed or a problem to be solved? Jot those down and address that into your content. Okay, where else can you look at it? In your groups that you're involved, look at maybe some ideal potential clients that you see, messaging, posting. Listen, become an active listener, right? Become an active reader. Look and listen and jot those down. Look at what they're saying, what they would love to be addressed, the problems they would love to be solved. Jot those down, okay? In your DMs, you're creating rapport. Listen, read, listen. What are they saying? Right? Look at that. Look at your DMs. What are they saying? Okay, and really pinpoint what the problem is. Jot those down. You get on a call. Maybe it doesn't become an investment call, a sales call, but take advantage. Ask really great questions to understand where they're at and what the real problem is. And jot those down. Jot those down. So you really need to become like an investigator, a really great active listener and reader, and take note of those really, really fundamental pain points of your niche, okay, of who you're serving, and address those problems into your content. All right? So what you want to do is, as I said, create those 15 to 20 great pieces of content. Now that you have those great pieces of content, you want to repurpose them. Okay, so you're going to go take the content and repurpose. How do you do that? Well, you could use a great tool like GPT. You go plug in one of your contents and ask it to create different versions of it from different angles. Ask it to be more gentler. Ask it to be more dynamic, whatever that is for you, and create different pieces from the same content. Always have your touch to it, add your essence, your uniqueness to it. But it's a great tool to help you repurpose those pieces of content. Now you must be asking me, Anna, I'm going to be repeating. Isn't my audience going to get very annoyed? Actually not, because you don't realize that, there's so many people in the content space, like in the online space. So your audience doesn't really read your posts very well the first time. And maybe you have some new members, new friends, new followers. They're not going to really go back that far to see your content. So you're actually educating your old followers, old friends, your potential clients that are sitting there. You're also, sharing content that is new for your new members and new followers. So don't worry about repurposing, because it seems new all the time, but you're also getting your audience used to. You want them to get used to who you are. It becomes your branding. It becomes who you are, what you're saying, right? What you are sharing and the problem that you solve for them. I trust this video has been super helpful. So now, not only do you have a super process to guide your audience so that they become your potential clients, and then they become your ideal paying clients, you also have the place to go to now to create new content and to repurpose the ones that you have. So you don't have to go out and create like 300, 400 pieces for the year. It's just 15 to 20 great pieces that are going to attract your ideal paying clients.